It's just watching the Kings Florida Panthers. 1-1. 9:09 left to go in the third period. We got a ball game here, boys. Florida, the defending Stanley Cup champions. Yeah, you guys on the East Coast. We got the fires out here, and you guys got the snowstorm up there. So everyone be safe and be careful. It's always something. Where are you at, Teddy? Hellenius got his first goal ever in the NHL, 25 games. I remember his dad playing in the his dad played for the Dallas Stars and a little bit for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And both big dudes. Big dudes. Well, hopefully I'll be coming to the East Coast sooner than later. You know, if I get on Gutfeld, you know, who knows? Fingers crossed, hopefully. You know, you want to see what I look like without my spectacles on? Voila. Well, right now we're talking a little bit about the fires, the weather back east, the Los Angeles Kings playing the Florida Panthers. Tied 1-1, about 8.5 minutes left to go in the game. I loved Elliot Gould. Do you want a good guilty pleasure movie to just watch for a few hours and enjoy yourselves? Capricorn 1. Yes, Gutfeld is, I believe it's the Red Eye Show. Good for you. Well, Jigga, hit the like and subscribe button, please. Trying to get those subscription numbers up. And we're relatively fun in here. You know, we don't really... a lot of people ask me, 1, who are you? 2, what is this stream about? And this stream really is about everything but nothing at the same time. So, you know, we could talk hockey, we could talk AEW wrestling, we could talk about stand-up comedy. That's what I do. Okay, that's all right too. You don't have to hit the subscribe button. I mean, it is a cold business. I mean, you know, there's many ways to help a streamer out. There's obviously the money, honey. But the like and subscribe button, comment on a video, but only if you like it. And, you know, we just have a nice, fun time in here. Not a lot of shit talking. We do get some trolls. All right, well, we almost had a 2-on-1 there for the Kings. But you know, if you're looking for a roasting and all that shit, we don't really do that in here. Have you seen the guy with the Sting face paint on? Dude, that guy looks just like me. I've been getting several messages asking me if I'm at AEW Dynamite. And although MVP is my homie, and I would have loved to have been in the crowd to see the Hurt Syndicate win the tag team titles, I did not. I mean, that's a lot of work that guy did. And I think he was in the crowd. Oh, shit. Doom is in the house. Wah. I'm Earl, and I don't want to roast Ray DeVito. Wah. You know, I really don't, Doom. I roast in person, baby. So, Doom, if I got something bad to say about someone, it's to their face, baby. Leo Gunn, wow, we've got some real all-stars. We've got, listen, even though we do not talk about the Dabbleverse in here, we have some Dabbleverse all-stars in here. Doom and the great Leo Gunn. So the standards are high right now for me to entertain. I mean, he looks just like Sting. I mean, like a slightly younger Sting. And I believe he was in the crowd last week. So, this could be an angle. Maybe. Here we go, baby. Am I allowed to show the TV right now? Fuck it. We're breaking all the rules here. Yeah, Kempe, that's my boy, Adrian Kempe. What's up? What's up? Comedy Store favorite, Adrian Kempe, baby. I don't think I can get in trouble for that. I love Harley Cameron. I've had the fortune to. Lois is doing okay. She's sleeping right now. I've had the fortune to have dinner with Harley Cameron and RJ City. And she's. Well, let's not bring the race stuff into Adrian Kempe scoring. That's an old school reference, though. I watch Roots backwards, so it ends better. Hello! That's a Skakel classic there. 2-1 LA Kings, 6 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the game. Panthers are the defending champs, though, so, it's not over by a long shot. I mean, I've never met Felicia, so it's going to be hard to make a baby with her, but, I don't know if I want to get involved in that world, but I do find Felicia attractive. Who wouldn't? She's got great hair, great skin. Do you want me to tell you, Teddy, or are you? What up, you guys? We're just chilling in here right now. It's a little later than normal, But the weird thing is, some of these streams I get pretty good numbers late. 3 plates, Tommy in the house. Wow, this is overwhelming for me to get some of the people we have in here right now. Peter. Who's Danny Stone? I know it's got what is he? Friends with Larry Vazios? Who knows what Trump's going to do? He is a wild card. RJ City is the best. You can name the baby. Well, hello, Zanara. I think me and Felicia were just kind of harmlessly flirting with each other. Here comes Kempe in alone again. That's got to be a penalty. Adrian Kempe. Kempe's got the juice. Okay, you're asking. They did win the tag team champions. Now, this might be a goal here. This might be a goal. Another goal by Adrian Kempe. It's a tough one. The goal did go in. I don't know what Lois was doing last night behind the TV. I have never seen Lois go back there. So, sometimes they say when dogs are sick, they hide. I don't think Lois is sick. Oh, man, that's a tough one, SC. That is a tough one. How big of a super chat for you to... I don't know the peanut dance, Chicken Man. If I did it, I would do it for free for you. Would you rather co-headline with Callan? Absolutely not. Jeff Rob, that is a tough one, man. I'll go with Michael Richards. You ain't no Vato. What the hell am I supposed to tell my parole officer now? 3 plates Tommy, very nasty Neil in the house. No, we don't do hype trains in here. We don't. This is not that kind of show. You want that? Go watch Chad Zummock's show. Oh, I hear movement. Hold on. I hear movement. Whoa. Lois, it's all right. I mean, that was Michael Richards' best set, to be honest with you. She coughing. It's okay, sweetie. I got pet her. I got to give her a little bit of lovin's. Little bit of lovin's. Yeah, I will never perform with Jeff Ross again. I can tell you that much. You guys love getting me going with Jeff Ross talk. I mean, the guy works, so I'll give him that. I mean, it's unbelievable to me, but clearly these fucking networks, they don't do any background checks. So what are you gonna do? Even my fans are trolling me. You guys love the Jeff Ross stuff. $100 and up for any Jeff Ross questions. If you guys are going to mention his name, you know what I have to do. I've got to make the money, honey. Do you think Chappelle Lacey... Wait, hold on. Me Too's Bobby Lee for kissing him on Bert's Food Show? I mean, I don't get myself involved in other people's feuds. By the way, I was on Chappelle Lacey's podcast with Joel Jimenez, lesser-known characters. Happy birthday to my old neighbor, Steven Adler. Could care less about Jeff Ross. Me too. And Bill Burr. I mean, I like Bill Burr. He's cool. But, we don't really talk. We don't really talk a lot, to be honest with you. I mean, he's always nice to me. He says, hey, dude, what's up? I don't even know if he knows my name, to be quite frank. But, I mean, there's a few good questions I would ask if I were a reporter, but I am not. I'm just a comedy soldier. I can't believe that wasn't a tripping play on Adrian Kempe. Guy had a clear breakaway, gets taken down, and there's no penalty? I don't know about that. Darcy Kemper playing real good tonight. 455. Does Billy Corgan still own NWA? By the way, what is AEW doing with Camille? You bring her in, you build her as this monster heel, and then she's just off of television. She's getting the Wardlow treatment. So I don't understand that at all. Well, I hope you're not dying. But I mean, I thought she was going to be the one to beat Mercedes, and then that could be a nice little feud. But, oh man, nice play there. Yeah, I mean, the store, let me see, you think the store snipes the Kill Kevin event? If so, maybe the mothership will. I hope my lightning get back. It's we got a 2-on-1 here. It was at Turcotte and more. Every team has injuries. I mean, Dowdy's coming back. I took too much ISD. I don't know what that means, and I'm freaking out. Anyone here going to AC? I am not. I mean, it sounds like they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know the format of the show yet. Now, they got time. It's Super Bowl weekend, but, I'd keep that to yourself, tis better. LSD. I thought it said ISD. I mean, it's smarter to play smaller venues so at least the crowds look bigger. I mean, I was at the AEW Dynamite in Bakersfield, and you kind of felt bad. It was half empty, and it was a great card. You had Roderick Strong, Will Ospreay, Malachi Black. A really good card. But Tony Storm, And I think, who else was on that lineup? I think Mariah May. I mean, it was a really good card, and man, it was pretty dead in that arena. Jay White. Probably the funniest thing was it was so quiet at one point when Jay White was doing a promo that someone yelled from the crowd, "Who writes this shit?" And even Jay White kind of laughed. 2:28 left to go in the. All right, the Panthers are pulling their goaltender Spencer Knight. So I will be a little distracted the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Barkov at the top of the circle. Whoa! Kachuk thought he scored. Man, we got a game. We got a game here, boy. So, watching lasers. Well, Mr. Tennessee, just I don't know where these lasers are coming from, but I hope you're having a good time. We got a game here, boys. We got 1 minute, 46 seconds left. The Panthers are pressing, full court press. Puck goes up to the point to Reinhart. Around the net to Verhage. Kachuk in the corner with it. Throws it out to Reinhart at the point. 2-1 lead for Los Angeles. And the Kings are going to finally clear the puck. Kings go for a change, but it's kind of a sloppy lead in by the Panthers, so no harm there. I should be an NHL announcer. Puck goes behind the net to Mikey Anderson. Anderson along the boards, chips it out, couldn't get it out. Panthers are pressing. The Kings clear it. LA icing. Okay. I mean, this is a big game for the Kings to win since they lost on Monday night. Did not look very good to the Pittsburgh Penguins, to be honest with you. So, what up, Shaquille? You're so cute. Well, I mean, guy or girl, I'll take the compliment. I mean, this is me waking up after a nap taking yoga, so I'm not as cute as I could be, but, that's, let's look at this play. Went between Bennett's legs. Oh, Kachuk had an open net there. Now I got a phone call. Hold on. Dude, I'm doing a live stream right now. Let me call you back. I'm doing a live stream right now. I'm on the internet. Acknowledge. All right, I'll call you back. Hey, thanks for calling me back 30 hours later. No class, dude. No class. See, I can multitask. Did Trump deport Ian Edwards? Haven't seen him around. I don't think he's deporting black people. Did you stretch the hog? I mean, it ain't that big. You guys are really making me feel good about my weenie. My wiener is lonely tonight. That's a great Bowling for Soup song. I know, this is a real deal landline. AT&T, we'll give them a plug. All right, hold on. Back to the game. Nice block by Mikey Anderson there. Get that fucking puck out. Deneau fires it around the boards. 44 seconds left. LA Kings are up 2 goals to 1. They've outshot the Florida Panthers 28-25. We don't do that. That's your show. I don't interrupt your show, Dr. Chow, asking you to talk about AEW wrestling. Show some respect, you curly-haired freak. What up, Big Bump Diaries? Hey, let's hit the like button. 23 people in here and only 12 likes. All right, Vinny, I'll get to your question in a second. We got 29 seconds left to go. Schmidt with the block. Gives it to Fogle. Oh, man, Fogle lost the net. He lost the empty net. He had a wide open gaper. Let's see, I'll use some Dabbleverse terms for you fucking freaks. Oh man, Verhage shot wide. Bennett. Oh, Jesus, man, this we got a ball burner here. 2 seconds left. All right, 2-1 Kings final. All right. I mean, I don't know if I'm the best. I did see a Vinny. If for the world, maybe you can get it out there. Every astrological symbol is also represented by an electrical symbol. True fact. No, we don't. We don't do Ray DeVito talking here. I heard Predator was a military take on Full House. Who was the Uncle Jesse? Well, interesting take, Jordan. I saw the phone. Hello, my disciple of nastiness. Electricity is the heartbeat of everything. Thank you. So is oxygen. No, we don't do ray guns unless I see the money, honey. Um, Earl, this John, we played high school football together. I didn't play high school football, so you must be thinking of another Earl Skakel. Um, wow, what an end! Yes, that was. I mean, that was a close. Panthers probably should have tied it up. I mean, Kachuk had that open net, but Don's, fuck, man, he's like in his mid 60s. So, uh-oh, watch out, little scrum at the end of the game. Um, no, you may not. Not in my wall socket. Um, you got. I don't do Barry ribs unless it's for the money, honey. I saw the big guitarist for Bowling for Soup retired from the band today. Yeah, I mean, dude, he's been heavy for a very long time. I don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah, Ricky Morton's bangs. He could definitely use a split end stem. He's gonna end up looking like Knobs, Brian Knobs, one of the nasty boys. Do you think McDavid should have been suspended more than 3 games? No, that was his first offense. Oh shit, Dominic, $1.99, just ordering me like a monkey to bounce a ball on his nose. Do the berry ribs. Now, see, if that was $5, I would have gone into the bathroom. But $1.99, I got to give you the minimum. I hope that's sufficient, Dominic. Thank you very much for the tip. Yes, the ray gun. You know what brings out the ray gun is the money, honey. Nasty Neil in the house. That is disturbing, but for $1.99, Now for $5, not for a Barry Ribs impression, I go into the bathroom and like that one time he was in the bathroom. I think at like a Dwayne Reed's or something. See, I know the terminology. I've been to New York before. I mean, I won't be going for a vacation in New York, but I will be going for Gutfeld. Are you auditioning for David Lee Roth video? David, that's where I got ma from. Is from the David Lee Roth video, American Gigolo, or Just a Gigolo. Yes, he was in the bathroom for the Pat Dixon roast. Another roast that I was a judge on. I am familiar with G.G. Allen. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a huge fan, but I am familiar with G.G. Allen. Didn't he like eat his own doo-doo or something? Like, I'm not really into that kind of humor, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't. This isn't that kind of a chat. Yeah, no, that was. I mean, I do love the Yankee Rose video. My doctor says I have to have a laxative. Not in my store, you don't. I actually know that girl who said my doctor says I has to have a laxative. She's my friend Maria Parkinson, who was a very funny comic when I first started doing stand-up. I did a lot of shows with her. And then, as you know, Jordan, in LA comedy, you just, the minute you start moving up, you kind of, leave your friends behind, unfortunately, because you'd have to, go to the rooms you're playing now. And I'm sad to say, I don't even know if Maria's alive. I mean, we did a lot of shows together. I remember once I opened up for her at a room in Palm Springs. Well, my doctor says I have to have a laxative. Say, okay. The great Tommy Morris, who did book David Lee Roth at T-Birds in Tampa. I think he was running if I'm not mistaken, a wet T-shirt contest. Gigi Allen was beyond disgusting. He literally busted himself wide open on stage and threw it at the audience. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into that kind of humor, to be honest with you. Like, I got a pretty good sense of humor, as Jordan will tell you, but um, I mean, Esther stole Carlos away. He's just lost in Hollywood right now. But he's also the kind. I mean, I like Carlos, and I know most of you guys don't know who I'm talking about, but Carlos Herrera, one of my good friends from the early days of my comedy life. But then he started hanging out with Esther Povitsky, and he's the type. He could totally get me on like Santino's podcast. And I'm not complaining, but like that's literally, hey Santino, why don't you ever roll on your podcast? Bam, it's done because everyone likes Carlos. So, you find out who your friends are when they start making it. Not when you start making it, but when they start making it. Um, yeah, I mean, he could totally get me on that show. And if you saw what I did, on Chappelle Lacey's and Joel's podcast this week, I mean, I'm a great podcast guest. I don't know. I think he still uses them. I'm not going to the Gigi Allen exhibit. And then, well, who's the best closer? I mean, no, we're not talking about Carlos Danger. I mean, it really depends what era. Some would say Don Barris, some would say Brody, some would say Kennison, some would say Tripoli, some would say Holtzman, and a few would say me. I mean, I got to be honest with you, man. If you look at the clips I'm posting on YouTube, I'm not bombing, and I'm going on last to a dead crowd, and I'm still getting those reactions. Uh, no, I will. See, that's the difference between me and like someone like Carlos. Let's just say the stream gets to 1,000 people one day. I don't know. I get on Gutfeld, I start doing theaters or whatever. I will talk to everyone in these streams who was here in the early days. Um, yeah, I mean, Don in the OR is magical. He's the only guy who could close out like a 3-hour comedy show and still get laughs. Um, and then, the main rooms, it's a little bit harder to close because it's a big room, like, and you have to really play. Like the OR, you can kind of just look ahead, and it's not a small room, but like you can get away with just kind of looking straight ahead, and you'll have the whole crowd on board. But in the main room, you have to really work every single. You have to work the left side. You have to work the 3/4 left side. You have to obviously work the center, the front, the side over there, that way, and then your direct side. I mean, it's a hard room to navigate, especially if somebody bombs. We don't, Dominic, all rate of veto questions are $50 and up. We don't, this ain't, it's nice to see you still dream positive. Well, I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't know who Jim Cato is, to be honest with you. Do you live near Mark? I don't know where he lives. Besides Schaub and Callan, what current store comic lost the most when Rogan left? That's a good question. I mean, they all moved. Like Joey moved to Jersey, I think. I mean, Hinchcliffe's in Austin. I mean, that's a good one. I mean, really, all of Rogan's crew followed him, like his hardcore homies. So there's really no one who performs regularly at the store now that um, has lost anything. They've all gone to Austin. No, I learned working a room from probably Don. Just seeing how like he can go into a room where there's 20 tired people who basically are there because they're too lazy to leave and kill. Yeah, but Steve moved to Florida. No, I mean, DeLee hasn't lost anything, to be honest with you. He plays most improvs. He sells out on the road. I mean, people don't care. They just don't care. It's just the way it is. You have to, these people don't care. I mean, listen, OJ still got gigs, autograph signings, conventions. You don't think Annie L lost some clout when Rogan left? I mean, not really. She's doing her Annie Wood shows, and she's like Diet Whitney. Like she networks and does her thing, and she's in with the cool kids. So I don't really associate her with Rogan in the first place, to be honest with you. Um, did you get any say where the names of comics appear outside the Comedy Store? You mean on the marquee or just the wall? No, we don't do Dabbleverse references in here. Um, I mean, Argus, yeah, but Argus, he's just used in, man. Argus is my neighbor. He ain't going anywhere. We don't talk about Obnoxious John or Trucker Tim or Boogaloo Barry. This is the Earl Skakel hour. I last time I saw Adam Carolla was when I did his podcast. So I mean, I wouldn't say I bump into him, but he was nice to me. Is Jay from Jay Silent Bob really doing stand up? I don't know. I've never seen him at the Comedy Store, so I don't know if Emily would give him spots, but I don't know. Maybe her and him are friends. I don't know. I'm too busy trying to get my own. By the way, I'll be at the Comedy Store this Saturday night. I am the new closer. Lois is sleeping right now. When I hear her cough, I'll pan over. Are you and John Mayer really Eskimo brothers? I mean, we probably are. I mean, we both. I mean, did he pork Bolivia space too? I mean, it's not an exclusive club. I can tell you that much. Um, did Seinfeld really do stand up? I would say he dabbled in it. Well, unfortunately, that's not a joke. I mean, and that goes, Johnny, to the best jokes are uh, the truth. Am I cool with Adam Egan? I mean, Adam is one of my best friends. Of course, we haven't quite been the same since Jeff Ross had me taken off of Adam's roast at the Comedy Store. I think Adam feels bad, and it's I don't know. I mean, we had lunch at the mother, or not at the mothership, but when I went to play the mothership, and I could tell there was some awkwardness there, just because Jeff told him, "Hey," I mean, I don't know exactly what he told him, but like Earl's going to come in too hot on what, so we can't have him on. And the funny thing is Eleanor went 100 times harder than I would have gone. So. No, I don't think I am, Dominic. Are you Tony Hinchcliffe and Red Band Eskimo Brothers? I don't think I am with Red Band. I believe I am with Tony. I can't say who, but yeah, probably with Tony. Is Kevin Brennan really bigger than you down there? I doubt it, but he's claiming that. Bigger at the Comedy Store or in Los Angeles in general? Um, I did not, Matt. I did not, Matt. I see what you did there, SCV. I did. You thought it was a dude that me and Tony, Eskimo brothers, with. Uh, well, I mean, do I think I can go toe to toe with David Lucas? Well, the fact is, David Lucas never got on one season of Roast Battle. I got 5 battles on television, so I don't really look at him as a peer of mine on in terms of roasting. He roasts open micers and audience members who can't fire back. So I don't really consider him a peer of mine in roasting. So you have a solution for tricking your mind to holding a poop for longer? Just close it and just keep walking, man. Are you being racist? Oh, why would I be being racist? I mean, let's compare the facts. The facts are I'm a paid regular at the #1 club in the country. He's not. I have 5 roast battles on television. He doesn't have one. So where is he on my level? He's not. He might be funny on Kill Tony, where he can stumble through 1 minute of stand-up, but I don't think so. Do you have room for Wendy Williams? I always have room for tits that big. Trust me on that one. Have you ever heard of corn diff? Asking for a friend. Yeah, corn diff from time to time comes in here. So, you know, listen, we get a lot of people from the Dabbleverse in here, but we don't talk about it. I love listening to all the Dabbleverse drama, but I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be 12th man up talking about Steel Toe, like, or Stuttering John or whatever. Jet Ski is hot. Yeah, she's cool. I mean, uh, I've known Jet Ski for a long time. The Plasmatics. I love me some Wendy O. Williams. That's the wrong Wendy Williams, though. Jordan's talking about the black talk show host with the giant tits. Of course, my favorite Wendy O. Williams song is It's My Life, which was a Kiss demo off of Creatures of the Night. How many chicks asked you to leave the Sting mask on? They want to see the face, baby. How did it go when you were on MLC? I went fine. I mean, I had several longtime listeners DM me saying I'm the best guest that's on there, but I'm only on there once, maybe twice a year now. So I come in hot. You missed the Eastern audience with your late lives, 100%. Yes, Jean Beauvoir stole my pictures and then asked my girlfriend at the time to manage him. And then she was such a bitch. The great Shelley B. She's like, I'll manage you when you return my boyfriend's pictures, bitch. Are you friends with Howard Stern? No, I am not friends with Howard Stern. Do you consider William Montgomery one of your comedian inspirations? Absolutely not. No. Nothing personal. I don't find him funny. It's funny for 2 or 3 minutes, and then it's like, I'm not listening to this for an hour. But that's maybe he doesn't think I'm funny, so that's fine too. Which jersey do you save in a fire? Without a doubt, the Eric Bolton 9/11 New York Rangers jersey. I've been offered $10,000 for that jersey. Not because it's Eric Bolton, but because it's 9/11. Only 23 were made for the Rangers, 23 were made for the Sabres. And the Sabres, their usual logo is a buffalo head, like an angry buffalo head. But for this game, the Sabres and Rangers were the first professional sporting event after 9/11. And so they wore New York across it. So I would absolutely. And to be honest with you, 2 weeks ago on Wednesday night, it was close to me evacuating. My street was the evacuation cutoff. And I looked at that jersey and said, Bolton, get ready, baby. Has a girl ever liked your Predator lines? Last week, I did a joke on stage where I said, I only pick up girls by using lines from the movie Predator. And you guys know me. I rarely kill. That joke killed. Because I had a girl come on stage, and I'm like, all right, now you've probably heard the usual pickup lines of, you come here often, you work out here, what kind of whatever, do you like? And I just looked at her and said, action. Do you remember Afghanistan? I'm trying to forget it. What's got Billy so spooked? By the way, if you watch that scene where when Schwarzenegger says to Bill Duke, what's got Billy so spooked? And then they cut to Sonny Landham. Apparently, Sonny Landham had explosive diarrhea that day. So when you look at Billy just staring at the trees, and then Arnold comes up to him and goes, what's wrong, Billy? What's wrong? I guess it's nothing major. As soon as they said cut, he took a big dump. Yeah, jokes aren't free, baby. You got to pay the money, honey. By the way, check out Jordan's travel channel, travel vlog, Days with Jordan the Lion, please. Lois under one arm, the hockey jerseys, one Earl son. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I took a look around, and literally, I'll turn the lights on and show you my thought process. So, because I had my sister calling, and so I'll give you the bird's eye view. So I literally turn all the lights on. So, well, I love this Rudy. Sorry about that. I love this Rudy Poshek signed jersey with blood on it. That's too heavy. So then I literally walked over here and said, okay, I'd probably take the Earl sign, Jordan's right. And then, I mean, I'd have to leave the computer. I mean, I would take my iPad, which is charging right over there. And then, even though obviously I would love to take the TV, but that's way too. I would take this jacket, by the way, though. That is a dope jacket. And then I kind of stood there looking at this, going, I mean, it's pretty light, uh, but I would probably take that. And then, I mean, I love the hockey stick, but I'm not going to take that. And then, I mean, I'd probably. Hey, there's a picture of Annie. And there's a picture of, oh, look at who that is. I'm alive and well. Where am I? And then, well, here's a picture of me with Triple H. Lemmy, I don't know who this fucking loser is. Is that fucking butthead? And then, of course, my first picture was Stephen Piercy, who looks oddly enough. We don't talk about her in here, SCV. All Chandler questions are $200. And there's Earl with blonde hair. So that was literally my thought. And I said, well, maybe I'll take the Buster Douglas glove. Speaking of Chandler, she did get me that. And then, maybe my John Glover autograph 52 pickup. I know it looks more like Paul Stanley. Oh, here's Lois. Lois would be chilling right now. She'd be chilling. So, and then, I like the Comedy Store record player, even though I love it because my name is on it right there. I don't, and then I'd go upstairs, maybe I'd definitely take my YSL leather jacket. Trust me on that one. And, yeah, I mean, the Akeem Micro Brawler I love, but I don't know if I would take that. Odds you can reunite my brothers Neil and Kevin in 2025. I mean, I spoke with Neil once about Kevin, and I could tell that there's not any reconciliation that's going to happen there, to be honest with you. Lois is not a great cuddler. She doesn't really, she's not very flirty with dudes or anyone. I mean, with some lady friends, she did cuddle with Annie toward the end of the life. I can't do that, Dominic. I don't know if he has it or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jordan's definitely given me some fat autographs. Akeem. I mean, the autograph. I would save my mom's notes. I have a lot of notes from my mom. Who am I, Phoenix? I am a stand-up comic from Los Angeles, California. I'm a voiceover superstar. I play Barry Jelly and Tyler, the Creator's The Jellies. What else have I done? I've been on seasons 1 and 2 of Roast Battle, a god-awful show. Jeff Ross presents How to Ruin a Show and inside of 3 seasons. That's what they really should call it. Yes, I'm a Jeff Ross comedy student. I just sit there and let other people write my jokes. I do have OJ's Confession. I'm using that for a sweeps week in the Stream Wars. Tomato or barbecue sauce. On what? It depends on what. I wonder if Earl has a Pierre-Luc Dubois game-worn helmet. Well, it's funny you say that because I think you're trolling me right now. But, I can play with the trolls as long as you kids are nice. I mean, would I take the Pierre-Luc Dubois game-used helmet? I mean, maybe. Maybe I would take the Gene Simmons doll. Maybe I would take the RoboCop doll. Maybe my autographed Scorpio Sky. I mean, I got maybe a picture of my mommy. I mean, yeah, I got some pretty nice shit in this place, to be frank. But, I don't think that, when I'd have to carry Lois in one arm. So I would literally get my luggage bag and stuff, any sentimental clothing I had. And, it depends on, like, if the building was on fire, God forbid that ever happens. Um, uh, I mean, wow, I'd probably, boy, I would run upstairs. I'd get that Eric Bolton jersey. I'd get the YSL jacket and maybe one pair of leather pants and just, I mean, but if if the building wasn't on fire and, I had like 10 to 15 minutes, you'd never see a white guy move and put as much shit in my BMW as I could. I don't do drugs, Phoenix. I don't do drugs. I'm straight edge, baby doll. The Ultimate War, I would, on the first run, I would get the YSL jacket. I would get obviously Lois, the Eric Bolton jersey, my favorite pair of custom leather pants. And if I had time for another one, I would probably take the jellies. We don't have to say who got that for me. And then it would be like, I mean, like the Jack Lambert picture would be cool, but like, it really, Lois is first, 100%. Lois goes with the Eric Bolton YSL jacket run, but I don't really want to talk about this, although there is a new fire that started in the valley, so I'm not really too close to any of the fires. But with the way the winds were the last couple weeks, it's not necessarily the fires that could get to me. It's the embers. A power pole goes down. I mean, I have 3 power poles right outside my unit. So, it would be something that I would run Lois to the car, and she'd probably be so fucking scared. But, and then, I'd have to make sure I could get out of the garage, because if the electrical gets cut, I mean, I'm talking doomsday scenarios. The fire takes out the electrical of the building, and then the garage gate doesn't open. Then I'd really be fucked. I don't know, Johnny. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. How many firefighters from Mexico went back to Mexico, do you think? Well, if they help put the fires out, I think they should get a special pass. Although Trump's pretty hardcore. Yeah, Santa Clarita is pretty far from me, so I'm not necessarily that concerned about the fire in Santa Clarita. I've done a TV pilot there. I did the Santa Clarita Studios, the famous pilot that never was pitched, Damaged Goods. Yeah, I mean, I'm amazed though with all the fires that the one that I think had the worst potential to just blow up my side of the hill was the Runyon Canyon fire. They call it the Sunset Fire, but it really wasn't very close to sunset. Every time, and I'm sure Jordan has hiked Runyon as well. Every time I've hiked Runyon, I've looked at all the brush around, and it's fucking brown, man. It's not green. And it's like, this place is a fire keg. So what did you do before comedy? What got you into comedy? Before comedy, I was a certified fitness trainer by the American Council on Exercise and NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I don't know, Nick. I don't know. I haven't heard Bell Canyon before. What got me into comedy was all my friends who are agents and managers were like, Earl, you're the funniest guy we know. Just get started and we'll help you. And all those motherfuckers but one quit the business and got into real estate. Is Runyon open yet? I don't believe it's open yet. I mean, when I drove by it a couple nights ago, there was a cop car preventing. Well, it's closed at night, but I did notice a sheriff's car at the front, so I don't know if they've had people try. I mean, I'm telling you, it's an arsonist wet dream, Runyon. I mean, it's all bushes. I don't know how they would put it out outside of a super scooper or the water helicopters. I don't believe there's any. I mean, I would say the only access to water would be the homes up there. I mean, they are some fat fucking homes up there. Yeah, 100% I would protect my name. I did walk up to the Comedy Store. The night I heard Larrabee, my street, was the evacuation cutoff. I said, well, let me walk up to the Comedy Store and see how close it is See if I smell, the fire. And the scary thing, well, maybe, Jordan, it'll be Jeff Ross presents Earl standing by the freeway. Trust me, he'll get in on it. He always does. When I walked north up Larrabee to Sunset, the winds were going north-south. And I'm like, well, that's not good. That's kind of blowing the embers toward me. And then when I got to Sunset, the winds were blowing, I think, east-west. And then when I got to the Comedy Store, they were kind of swirling, like in a pattern, like not a tornado, but like they weren't really going in any one direction. And then when I walked back home, they were going west-east. So that was the scary thing, and that's how I felt for the firefighters. There was, you couldn't say, well, the fire's going to go here. Let's put a front line there, because you didn't know where the winds were going. I mean, that took me, Jordan would know, from my house to the Comedy Store, it's a 20-minute walk. And those 20 minutes, the wind changed directions like at least 4 times. So, yeah, thank Quebec. Thank you, Quebec. Thank you, everyone, who helped. It was, yeah, those superhero characters on the boulevard are freaky. But there's only one Jesus, Sunset Jesus, Hollywood Jesus. He passed away a couple years ago. Yeah, the one house in, what was it, Studio City, it was like a $10 million home. It just went up inside of 20 minutes. Now you got to figure, if you own a $10 million home, you're going to fucking be able to, rebuild, not necessarily on that particular site, but so. Well, I'm talking calmly about it because I wasn't really in danger. Now, my sister, she lives about a 1/10 of a mile east of the Hollywood Bowl, on the other side of Highland. And the Runyon fire was pretty close to her, and that her house was definitely in danger. Not the fire getting to her, but once again, the embers. That's the crazy thing is, a couple embers. Now, her house is stucco. Stucco's pretty hard to burn, but she's surrounded by bushes. So, yeah, unfortunately for you guys and the rest of the country, the next president's probably going to be the governor of our state. Good old Gavin Newsom. I always say this about Gavin Newsom. He could fuck your girlfriend and you take him to dinner afterwards. That's how slick he is. So, yeah, I pay just the taxes I pay. I pay up the ass in taxes in West Hollywood. And West Hollywood's a fucking dump. Homeless, crime. There have been 2 armed robberies on my street in the last year. Now, am I blaming the mayor of, West Hollywood, or Gavin Newsom or Pelosi or whoever for the 2 armed robberies? No, it's no one's fault, like individually, but it's the policies that allow these guys just to be buck wild. I literally could shoot a hockey puck and hit the sheriff's station. That's how close I am to the sheriff's station. And these fucking criminals still felt comfortable enough. And Larrabee, the 800 block of Larrabee where I live, is littered with cameras. You've got intersection cameras. You've got the hotel across the street with cameras pointing to my building. You've got buildings on my side of the street pointing to the hotel. And these people, no mask on, just robbing people. And I was out both times with Lois, so I'm not going to say it could have been me, but it's definitely fucking scary, to be honest with you. Yeah, West Hollywood, it's an incredibly gay neighborhood, and it's a very small city. It's 1.9 square miles. By the way, we'll go another 5 minutes, guys, another 5 minutes. But it's just overdeveloped, overtaxed, crime is out of control, traffic is out of control, the homeless is, when I moved here in 2001, tail end of 2001, I would say there was maybe 3 to 5 regular homeless people, and you became friends with them. Like, you'd give them food and money and whatnot. And now I'd say there's probably 40 to 50. So I don't know what that percentage is, but it's a pretty stark jump. I don't even feel comfortable walking Lois at night, but I do. So no one is going to rob a man wearing shorts and a Swamp Thing coat. 100%. What up, Connie Lingus? I see you. Someone said I looked like the Cookie Monster last night in that thing. That's one of my favorite jackets. I mean, if I came back for a second go around to get stuff out if the place was like in flames, I would definitely take that jacket. 100% on that. That's a fact, Jack. See, I'll do Dabbleverse terms. Come to Cosby, Tennessee. I mean, you know why I would come to Cosby, Tennessee? Only if the money, honey, was right. I don't travel unless it pays well. And to be honest with you, I'm at a mid-level of fame, if that's the right word. Like Theo Vaughn probably goes and plays a theater in Tennessee for $50,000. I could play that same theater, and it would probably sell out just because they don't care who's really performing. They just want to see a comic. I'd probably get 7,500. Now, you think that that's a lot of money. But when the travel, the airfare, the time, and all that shit, it's I don't know. No money, just moonshine, baby. Well, I do have a manager from a big company who is based in Nashville. We might be doing some business, but yeah, I've been on TV more than most comics who headline, but I don't have a current TV credit outside of the Jellies. So that's why Gutfeld would be great. Gutfeld's not going to make me famous, but it is a nice newer credit, and that's all comedy clubs want. They just want to say has seen on Gutfeld. I'll take it. Send them my clip. No, we don't do that in here, Chris Storm. This isn't the Earl Skakel booking agency. What am I, Pat Wilson or Dave Tribble? Shout out to Chris Storm, Vegas comic extraordinaire. And that Chris was one of the 2 people on the West Coast who reached out to me. That and another Vegas comic, ironically. No, it was not Diaz Mackey. We don't talk about him in here. Big Irish J. Hollingsworth. You're famous to the point where people say, hey, I've seen you somewhere. I mean, I would say that. I don't know if famous is the right word, but, I get recognized a lot. Ironically enough, mostly from Roast Battle. And last time I was in Tennessee with, we don't have to talk about that person. Someone came up to me, hey, you're that guy from Roast Battle. He thought I won it. That shows you how little Roast Battle means. The guy thought I won it. I finished 3rd. But that's how interchangeable we are in that show. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Mr. Rose. And then I get, sometimes my voice gets recognized by African-American kids. Like the last time I was at Chick-fil-A, the kid who took my order was like, I know your voice from somewhere. I'm like, oh, I'm the dad on Tyler's show, The Jellies. And he's like, ah! And then, a few people recognize me from I'm Dying Up Here, but not too many. Roast beef battle. That's going to be Jeff's next idea. Trust me, he would do it. There's not too many ideas he would turn down. That's what I thought Ralphie May and Bruce should have done, the roast beef battle. So, yeah, 100% Zoom on that. I don't think it was him. I think someone told me that what happened when I had credit card fraud via Chick-fil-A was that there was someone with like a Wi-Fi detector or some technical thing that was in a homeless tent across the street. He wasn't homeless. He was just set up to blend in. And there's some scanner or something that can, read credit cards. Or that's way, Skimmer. That's actually what he said. So I don't know if I believe that, but to be honest with you, it's you got to admit Black fans are the best fans, especially you crazy, man. You crazy. Black kids love me. But that's because Tyler, the creator, is very juiced in that world. So, like, I had no idea really how famous Tyler, the creator, was until I would tell kids anywhere from 15 to like 25. Yeah, I'm the dad on this guy's show. Who? Tyler, the creator. Ah! Peter Chicken Man Brennan, the only person in the Earlverse allowed to type in all caps. Wasn't Chud in LA when someone stole your credit card info? Good point. Good point, Chicken Man. He might have been. Maybe Chad was in the Chad Zumock. Maybe he was in the tent. Did I hear you correctly? You were in a Doritos commercial one time. Do you have it to upload? It's on my YouTube page, which I guess you're on right now. It's one of my very first videos I released. That's maybe right after the Benchwarmers video. So do go on my videos, and it would be maybe literally the second or third video I aired. Now, it was part of the Super Bowl commercial competition, but someone told me they saw it on TV. So I don't know if that's true or not. I never saw the commercial on TV, but someone said they saw it on TV. So they might have used it for YouTube. Maybe they saw it online. The airline commercial, my Hollywood. I don't do that, cunnilingus. The airline commercial, it would be somewhere because Mike Singletary was on it. It was a United Airlines commercial. I played a 50s style football player. And the whole theme of the commercial was they show me and a couple other, beefy looking dudes on like a train in the 50s. And then they cut to Mike Singletary on like a United Airlines first class, just showing the innovations in air travel. And the funniest thing was in that, Jordan will laugh at this because Jordan has acting experience. So we're at the restaurant. We filmed it in Northern California somewhere. So we were flown up there in the woods. And, there were some real hillbillies who had like never acted before, but they had a good look. And this one guy, I think the per diem on the show, that's your meal money, was like $50. So, after the day shooting, they give you $50 and you can go eat. And this guy thought the $50 was his pay for the whole commercial. What the fuck? Now, I want to say this name right. Where's your sizzle reel? My voiceover reel is on Permaseal Finishing, $9.99. Hello. Mike would crush your ass for real. I don't know who Mike is. Wait, I might be slow, but I hope canoe name is for the last cause. That's a good one. Who wrote that last sentence? Shaquille O'Neal? Now you have to talk about. I really don't, because that was not. If you want Jeff Ross questions are $100 and up. So it's got to take a lot more than 9 hooves to get to me to talk about Jeff. And Ray DeVito questions are $50 and up. I'm not like grifting. I'm not grifting, but like, you guys want me to talk about stuff I don't want to talk about. You know what you have to do. You got to show me the money, honey. Hey, dude. I filled my day. Who taught you guys fucking English, man? Holy fuck. Rip Taylor. Hello. You didn't pay $50 for that. That's why I can't answer that question. I don't have any dirt on him. I've done one show with him, Hackamania last year. And, I was in a car with him and Lady KB. We went to the Dirty at 12:30. I tried to get Ray on the show, but it was too late. And Kip Smith in the motherfucking haze. We got 45 likes in here. Hold on, let me get my, hold on, I'll go on here right now. Let's see. I know it's up there. I know I put it up there. Look again. Let me see what the. I mean, it's literally. Hold on. Let me do this. It's literally one of my very first videos. But now I have like 905 videos. So oldest. Let's go to the oldest. My first video. Here's the thing that fucked me up on YouTube. My very first video I put out 17 years ago was Earl Skakel and Benchwarmers, and I got 118,000 views. And I thought, oh, they'll all get that many. And then the next video, America's Got Talent, 14,000, big drop. And then the next video got 2,000, and then it's all downhill from there. I know this. Happy Halloween from Buffalo Bill. Oh wow, that's someone I haven't seen in a while. Anyway, I know. Trying to think. I know it's on here, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Earl, look up Earl's. Let me look up. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to help the fans. I'm trying to help the fans. Let me put Earl Skakel Doritos. Oh look. I think no Doritos. Doritos with a. Big Earl at the Ice House. I don't know where it is, to be honest with you, but I'll have to try and find it for you guys. Thank you. I don't know if I would have YouTube success, but slow and steady wins the race. Jordan, I don't know if he's still in here, but Jordan is one of my main YouTube inspirations because Jordan started out with 1,500, 2,000 subscribers for a while, and nothing was really happening, and he found his niche of doing the travel vlogs, and now he has like 400,000 subscribers. So, I'm trying to hit YouTube from all angles. I'm releasing a lot of shorts, which gets me a lot of views. I am not Straney. I'm the guy from Roast Battle and the Jellies. I find the shorts get me the most views. I find what gets me the most subscribers, oddly enough, are the live streams. And thanks to William Zoom, Jordan, and a few others, they told me start doing them vertical on your phone instead of on your iMac, because YouTube really throws out the vertical, I guess, form more than they do on your iMac. So, and I don't know, I don't get the kick-ass reference, to be honest with you. I like your slack jaw Jew. See, I'll read a good, I don't really usually read trolls' messages, but a bunch of slack jawed piazzas in here. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me. Hey, strap this on your sore ass, Blaine. I would think that the shorts would get me more like subscribers because they're pumped into the algorithm more. But right now, not really, to be honest with you. And I'm also I'm currently clipping the 35-minute set I had from the main room a couple months ago. So what I'll do is I'll do shorts for the first 10 minutes of it, which I'm at about right now, and then I'll do a 10-minute. I'll do that. The first 10 minutes as a video, and then I'll clip up the shorts from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, and then So I'm really trying to hit it from all angles because listen, it's fun in here with 23 people, but think of the laughs and the shenanigans we'd have in here with 230 people and hundreds of likes. Update on the Blue Chew energy drink. That was actually not Blue Chew, baby doll. That was Extends. I'm doing it on my own, and yeah, I mean, and here's the great thing, and it's what's got me excited. Hold on, let me get an energy drink, man. I hit the goal of doing a stream around $12, and we're almost there. So I'm starting to fade out. So uh, yeah, I mean that's probably true, Rudy. So I will be. I'm trying to do an hour live every day, but since I don't. Since I don't snipe people and I don't do clip shows and I don't do guests, sometimes it is hard to talk for an hour straight. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm in it to win it. I mean, I do wish I had this enthusiasm for YouTube when I put out that bench warmer video. I mean, I remember when I was dating Whitney Rice, who is very prolific on YouTube. She was always trying to get me to do more. I'm like, I just want to do stand up, man. I don't want to do that video shit. And she was correct. Hey, Earl, I'm so tall I can stand flat footed and shit in a dump truck. Jesus Christ. Connie Lingus, I kind of like you. I know you're a dude, though. There's no way a girl is going to come in hot like that. My jaw, I do have a strong jawline, to be honest with you. I mean, let's get to 50 likes. 50 likes, baby dolls. No. You are a woman, Connie. Well, good for you. I mean, you never know on the internet, though. You never. And by the way, speaking of Chappelle, check out me on Chappelle Lacey's podcast with Joel Jimenez, lesser known characters. We chop it up, but we have a good time. And I love making Chappelle Lacey laugh because it's genuine. You look like Stan Smith. Stan Smith, the guy from Marvel Comics? No, that's Stan Lee. Who's Stan Smith? Uh, I'm a biased chick, big boy. Oh, okay. Big boy. That's Chappelle Lacey. I was on his podcast, not Dave Chappelle. Would you rather be a comic actor or a rock star? I mean, I'm good at comedy, so I'd like to do what I'm good at. But a lot of rock stars aren't good. So, I mean, I don't know. I like making people laugh. It's what I was meant to do. Oh, okay. I do look a little bit like him. I get a little bit of Walter White toward the end of Breaking Bad, but I don't. I mean, I know who Walter White is, but I've never really watched the show. Although when I was in New Mexico with Rob Schneider playing the Route 66 Casino, the host of the show was the Mexican sheriff on the show, and like people were freaking out that he was on the show. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't watch the show. You're not missing much. You are funny. Well, I hope that meant and you are funny. Um, you play a good method. Yeah, I mean, for the money, honey, I would. I get that a lot. For some reason, I get Philip Seymour Hoffman. Some people think I look like John Cena. I don't see that at all. I also get Phil Hartman vocally anyway. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm trying. I mean, it's unfortunately getting exposure in the comedy world is not really that easy or simple. But I am doing my best. I do get Al Franken is pay for the reverse jerk. So I'm getting a message from a guy who I don't want to talk to right now. Um, so it's weird that I get those kind of, and I look like a young Ricky Lenderman now. Probably most of you don't get that reference. I know Zoom does, but Ricky Lenderman was the character played by Adam Baldwin in My Bodyguard. If you squint your eyes, that guy kind of looks like Earl. Ever get a table of drunk ladies in the back room after a show performance stunts? Not really. I mean, I've had some advances from audience members. Um, 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 Shuli, that's just Shuli question mark. I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're asking about, Shuli. Shuli, I'm cool with Shuli. We were castmates on the roast of Ric Flair. Okay, comic actor or coming off the top rope to take the Intercontinental title. I don't know about that one. Okay, I see what you're saying. Like Piazza, does stand up get you laid? It gets me laid. Um, but you know, I mean, if you're funny and you're wearing all leather pants, it's not that hard to get laid, to be frank. And I got a pretty good game, so I do better than most. Where can we see the Adam Egget roast? That's the thing, and that's why Jeff was such a pussy about it. It's not on TV. It wasn't recorded. It was literally just done for Adam and his friends. It was supposed to be me hosting, Craig Fitzsimmons, Whitney Cummings, Jeff, Eleanor, Rick Ingram. I mean, all of Adam's friends. And I was going to do the funniest thing. So I was going to do like 3 or 4 jokes on Jeff. And then I was going to go, okay, well, that's enough on Jeff. We all know what a piece of shit I think he is. I'm going to do some Whitney Cummings jokes, but Whitney didn't show up. So I'm like, well, I do have like 10 jokes on Whitney Cummings, but she's not here. I also have 10 more jokes on Jeff, and I was just going to start doing Jeff jokes again. I smoked a dude with Shuli. I get along with Shuli, to be honest with you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I forget. Where did you find it? Was it on YouTube? Under like Doritos Super Bowl commercial? It's really funny. I don't talk to anyone from that commercial. You still watch the Kevin roast from time to time? I do. I mean, I don't think Chad did that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, he didn't kill on the roast, but he had some funny jokes. He just got nervous. And then Buschetti, Patty Rossborough was killing. Not Tom Myers. What's the guy with the glasses who went up toward the end? Tom Cassidy. Well, listen, Dominic, I get along with people who are cool to me. I don't care if you're Jewish, black, white, whatever. Now, when you burn me, that's when we have a problem. And Mike Binder bombed on the Adam roast. So I think I tried to talk to Kevin. Maybe we do a Chad roast at the stand, and you get some of the same people. You get Kevin, you get May, you get Melton, you get Steel Toe. I mean, you invite. I mean, it would be a Dabbleverse event basically, but you also get some maybe non-Dabbleverse people like a Jim Norton or Mark Norman, and it'd just be fun. Yeah, David was the Asian kid in the video. So it would be fun. I would go to New York for that. But I mean, the point is you get, that's also what makes a roast good is you get people in there who don't like each other, so they go hard on each other. Like, when Melton would go up there, he'd talk a lot of shit about Chad, and Chad would fucking remember it. And when it's Chad's time for the rebuttal, Chad would get up there and rip Melton the new one. It would be funny, and even the possibility of a fist fight. The room would be electric. Cumia. I mean, Cumia's not funny, but like, obviously he's a radio legend. So, can I butter those biscuits? I guess. I mean, whose biscuits? I just think that would be funny. And it'd be and get Ray in there. Tom Myers. You get some new blood on the road. You have Gino. I mean, but I'm really not an easy target. Well, for roasting, I am. Like roast battle. I was actually kind of a hard target. And no, I don't mean the Van Damme movie with Lance Henriksen. But because I know where people are going to hit me. So I had rebuttals already. People are going to talk about my age, that I date younger girls, that I'm related to the Kennedys. So I had like 100 rebuttals for every line. So have you ever written for anyone? I wrote for Dr. Ken on the Alec Baldwin roast. I'm in Massachusetts. I'd probably make the trip for a fun show like that. Yeah, it would just be fun, and you get a live podcast. What you could do it almost like Red Band did the Ice House Chronicles. Is I don't know the layout of the newsstand, but you have a podcast area like in another room. So you do your roast, and maybe you go do the podcast for 5 minutes or something like that. Um, Biggest celebrity in your contacts? Probably. Where do I get my ideas from? Just they come to me. I'll be. I go online. I go on like the Drudge Report and see what's going on in the news, or I'll see a news story, and ideas just come to me. Thank you, Grasshopper. Biggest celebrity in my contacts? Probably Rob Schneider, Russell Peters, Dr. Ken. I mean, Dr. Ken's probably the most famous person I know. And then I know like Ryan Roxy from Alice Cooper. My cousin RFK Jr. I guess he's probably the most famous person. Chappelle. I don't. Chappelle's not in my phone. Tony Hinchcliffe is. So we don't talk a lot. I mean, me and Tony used to be really good friends, and then you just kind of drift apart. Because after my speaking out on Roast Battle, and Tony's obviously good friends with Jeff. I think I saw a picture of them at the inauguration. I'm not good friends with Jeff, so it's tough when there's three people, and you have one person who hates the other party, the third party, and the other person loves the third party. It's kind of tough to be. I mean, I've lost a lot of friends over my stance on Jeff, but if you want to be friends with Jeff Ross over me, we're probably better off at the end of the day anyway. You played guitar with Tiny Tim. Well, that's a credit. My cousin is RFK Jr. My dad's sister, unfortunately, just passed away, Ethel Kennedy. I'm not saying that to impress you guys. It's just who my aunt is. What's the club in Ohio? What's the club? Not Side Splitters, but Hilarities. Or the guy who uploaded your commercial named you Earl Skakel in the description. Welcome to Hollywood, Dylan. Welcome to Hollywood. I'm friends with David Choi. I had not seen him since we did that commercial. I saw the other guy with the beard a few times at the Improv. I think he was like an improv actor, but he would go to the Improv Comedy Club. Oh, it's okay. She was 96 years old, so Ethel Kennedy was not cheated in life. Trust me on that one. But I appreciate that. She was a good woman. She had a strange relationship with my father, her brother. But, I'm part of the Skakel clan. Answer honest. You think Danis and O'Neill haven't made it big in the business because of karma, them bullying all those people in the dark days? Not really. I mean, look at Hinchcliffe. I mean, Kill Tony is nothing but bullying comics, in my opinion. Same thing with Roast Battle. I mean, Roast Battle is really skilled bullying. Hurt them before they hurt you. So, I don't, Danish and O'Neill should be more famous. I should be more famous, or more known. Maybe famous is the wrong word, but this business is unfair. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. So, but Grasshopper's pretty cool. Grasshopper's not bad. Grasshopper's a fan that's a troll too. But if you look at Kill Tony, it's really just bullying open micers. Roast Battle was one-on-one bullying. Lois is up, just chilling right now, Lois. So, Lois has a cough. You guys know the deal: heart murmur, trachea problems, and let me see what else. I think water in the lungs. But I took her for a 2-hour walk today. She didn't cough once. Okay, she's drinking water right now. The heart medicine, all the medicine she fucking takes, unfortunately makes her a lot thirstier. But she's such a good dog. The other night, I was sleeping. She had to go pee pee. She knows not to go on the carpet. So she literally headbutted the bathroom door open and peed on the bath towel. I mean, like, she's the fucking best. I will be a sad, sad man when that baby goes. But I try not to think about it. That's what happens when you get small dogs bred by the Piazza community. We don't do Dabbleverse terms in here. We don't talk about Piazzas or Paninis or Newports or, whatever. I mean, come on now. Get her medicine at Costco. No, we get her medicine from some. Gail gets the medicine. I help pay for it. And Lois is she, she's not in pain, which is the important thing. So, I mean, it is tough at night sometimes to sleep because it's just sometimes I'll wake up, I have to go to the bathroom or something, and I can't go back to sleep right away because I'm anticipating her coughing. But when she goes to sleep, she knocks out. So I had a min pin with a similar cough and snaggletooth. I had him for over 20 years. I mean, yeah, she's, I mean, I don't like to put a time thing on her, but I would say a couple years, if everything works out. I mean, her cardio is amazing. She never gets tired when we go for these walks. She's about 14. Your girlfriend sounds sick. I am single, baby. But you guys know that. So yes, that is not my girlfriend. That is, well, Lois is my girlfriend actually. So Costco is good deals. I don't really live by a Costco. I think there's one in Culver City, but I'm not a member. I've never been a member of Costco. Do you like the Frolic Men? I've never heard of them, to be honest with you. You better get another elliptical if you want her cardio to stay amazing. Yeah, I mean, TB, she does have some problems, but she's got the good heart murmur. Not that there's, it's kind of like with skin cancer. You can get basal cell or melanoma. I mean, I had the good kind. Not that there's a good skin cancer, but she's, the dog that Lois replaced, Chloe. She had the bad heart murmur, and she would go into seizure a lot, and so I had to put her to sleep, and that's how Lois came into my life. You and Rob Saul can do on a double date with tour girlfriend. And no, we don't talk about Rob Saul in here. I mean, I listened to that guy for about 2 minutes. I'm like, and this guy's the new star of the Dabbleverse. Yeah, I mean, we had a Yorkie that lasted to 21. So I mean, little dogs can go for a while. And me and Gail do an amazing job of co-parenting. We give her the meds. I probably take her for more walks than Gail. Gail handles the medicine a little better than I do. What up, ACDC? We're about to end the stream in a minute or two. Thank you for tuning in. Have you called your cousin RFK about not banning energy drinks? Oh my God, if he bans energy drinks. Please clip what, Doom? I don't know what you're asking Doom to clip. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, Lois was, who knows what her mom and dad were, probably inbred, the dog. There's so many unscrupulous breeders in this fucking world that, you're having brothers fucking their sisters, you got dads and their sisters, and, it's like, and that's why the problems happen is you've got dogs breeding that shouldn't be breeding. But so far, Lois is doing good. She's doing good. We don't do that, Grasshopper. Yeah, I mean, Jolt Cola will come back big time. Uh, I know. I just like I watched like there was someone clipped him. I don't know. I know Chad's threatening to go to this guy's war. I don't know who Rob Saul is in the Dabbleverse universe, but I watched him today talk about Chad, and I'm like, like I've heard the name a few times. And I'm like, okay, let me watch this clip. See what this guy's about, and maybe I caught him on the wrong clip, but I was like, this is the guy everyone talks about. I don't get it. Um, View deleted message. Uh-oh. I know a Zoom is on my I don't know what yeah, I mean little dogs can really, you got to take care of them. I mean, me and Chandler spent an enormous amount of money on Annie, the German Shepherd, but it worked. I mean, we got her, we'd get these oils and powders and cancer meds and high fat food. And we got her these special bones. Now, here's how strong Annie was, even riddled with cancer. We got her these probably foot long dog bones that when I would buy them, the person behind the counter would be like, your dog, this will last your dog 3 to 4 weeks. And I swear to you, I'm not exaggerating. Annie would obliterate this thing in 30 minutes. Like she was very strong, given her unfortunate diagnosis. Great stream, great info, sharing with friends. Yeah, please do fruit snacks. I mean, a lot of people ask me, how can you help a streamer? Hey, it's time. I don't do these streams for money. Clearly, I don't do them for money. William Zoom many times has said, "Hey, think of Earl as a bartender, and you tip Earl if you like the service provided." But what also helps is what William Zoom does. He comments on almost every video, if not all of them. That helps the algorithm. You hit the like button, that helps. You hit the subscribe button, and the more subscribers you have, just the more in the algorithm you get. And obviously, if you share them, that's great. And probably even if you share the video, 20% of your fans are going to click on it. But hey, that's 20% of people who never heard of me before. So that there's many ways you can help a streamer. And I do realize I stream at the end of the night. So, you guys are probably burnt out. I mean, you've got Melton and Shuley. They start their streams. Now, I'm talking about my time, Pacific Standard Time. And I think Melton starts streaming at 6 a.m. and Shuley about the same time and Bob Levy about the same time. And then you have Chad come on around 10:30 my time. And then you got MLC about 1 p.m. my time. And then you've got Ray and Dr. Chow and Chad again at 4 to 5 p.m. my time, and then you got Pat Dixon on whatever he does. And so, I come on at 7 or 8 p.m. my time. You guys are probably burnt out of fucking listening to people talk about whatever. So that's why I try not to talk about the Dabbleverse, so then you guys at least have something new to look forward to instead of, a 12th take on Stuttering John. Like, yeeks. What up, cool boy? We're just about to end the stream, baby doll. I'm going to do another 6 minutes for you guys. We are going to do 100 minutes, and then I'm going to walk Lois, finish the rest of AEW Dynamite, and maybe write some new dick jokes. My name is Earl. My name is not Connie Lingas. So hit the like button on your way. Let's get the 50 likes, man. We rarely get the 50 likes in here. So I would be humbled and honored if you guys could do that for me. My butt hurts, but dog is happy. Hello. Yeah, I mean, I'm at my energy peak right now, but I certainly realize that, the East Coasters, the Chicagoans, the Midwesters, you're probably winding down, going to bed. my East Coast Canadians, Montreal, Toronto, Nova Scotia, you guys are, going to bed. So I do have a SAG card, baby. You know why? Because I got SAG checks, baby. Show me the money, honey. So yes, I do have a SAG card. Do you ever talk about the Dabbleverse? I do. I don't. And I realize my stream could be way more popular if I did. I just I'm not going to say that name out loud because I'm sure it means something dirty. Um, I don't talk about it just because. Would you perform with Tukey? I mean, now I would try and avoid performing with people who are big in that world. I mean, and I knew when I did Hackamania, they were not there for stand up. They were there for like fucking Dabbleverse jokes and all that shit. So, do you ever talk about Barry Ribs? In my act, I do not. I do not. Yes, and I appreciate that, ACDC. I'm only sorry that you're coming in with 4 minutes. Fruit Snacks, I would have to see your act first. So, I'm not saying that name, Grasshopper. I still haven't figured out what it means. What did you have? Well, you have to make the minimum. You have to get in a union show, and it's hard to get on a union show, like because if you're not in the union, people don't want to use you. But if they do want to use you, you have to join, and you pay your dues, and you pay then a percentage of the shows that you are on. Hello, Brother Earl. At 2025 is good, baby doll, but we are ending the stream in about 3 minutes, baby. So, I'm glad you came in late. Yeah, but I don't do. I mean, that's why Ray did so well at Hackamania. He did Dabbleverse material, and I did stand-up material, and I could tell they're like, "What is this shit? We want to hear you joke about steel toe." I'm like, "That you picked the wrong guy to book." Any chance you ever incorporate Dabbleverse lingo in your act or talk about KB if Neil is watching your set? Probably not. Big Bump Diaries. I'm pregnant. Good for you. Good for you. Working on any new bits? Always, always. Grasshopper, you can type it out another 50 times. I'm not going to say it because I know it means something dirty. Would you say that's the only reason Ray did well? Probably. Because if you look at the people who did comedy at Hackamania, no one did well, myself included. Although I did have someone very important in the streaming world, non-Dabbleverse person. They are big in the YouTube world. They messaged me as I was driving back from Vegas, go, "You were the best one." So that made me feel a little better. I did not pick it during the strike. So 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and then the Earlverse is shutting down for the evening. Clip it, Doom. Clip it. No, me and Doom, we have a relationship. I don't talk about anything interesting, and Doom doesn't clip me. Play a clip. I mean, you got to have one source of non-Dabbleverse entertainment in your life, and that is what Earl Skakel. I can't do an all-nighter. I mean, there's no money in the world that would make me do a 24-hour stream. I love you guys, but I'm not grifting to make a couple $100 and lose my mind. So 1 more minute, guys. Get your last minute questions in pretty please. I don't know who they are, so I can't give them a shout out, Fruit Snacks. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. I know I can do it, but I'm not going to do a 12-hour, 24-hour stream for $300. I'd rather be broke. I admit, I had to Google Dabbleverse to know what you were talking about. No, it's not lame at all. You're cool that you don't know what it is. Thank you, Cool Boy. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I like that Earl takes everything literally. Of course, that's how I am. Do you queef? I do not. Uh, Half hawk, half man, $5. Just a would that be a super sticker, I guess. Does success scare you? Not really. So Gavin, Eduardo, Connor, Tony, Colton. What is this? Romper Room? If Bert Perkins gave another $500 super chat, we'd get more Earl tonight. I mean, yeah, if someone came in, whoa, if someone came in here with $400 or $500, you know, I mean, I might, but even then, I'd do another hour maybe. I don't grift for money, you know. Let me show you guys something. This is why I don't grift for money. Let's see. The Comedy Store, baby. This is why I don't do endless streams. That's why I don't do endless streams. Here's another one. So when you guys make fun of me for having 5 members on my Patreon, for only having 17 people in here, now, I'm not trying to impress any of you guys, but for you guys giving me all kinds of bullshit, that's why I don't drive from Chicago to New York to host a show at the Stand. Now, tomorrow night, here's what we'll do, just so you have something to look forward to tomorrow night. We'll open all these. I'll show you the money, honey. So that's why I can do a 100-minute stream for $16. Because I got the money, honey. No, I'm not showing you. I didn't show you. I had no idea how much those checks were worth. But, you know, that's why I can do a stream for 21 people. And that's why people say, well, Earl only pays the Comedy Store or plays the Comedy Store. He's not even really a comic. Well, guess what? That's more right there than most road comics make in a week. And that's 4 shows, $2,000. Show me the money, honey. I showed you the money, honey. So what is your smallest residual check? You know, I mean, you literally get some checks for, I don't know, 20 cents. So 2 hours of work, $2,000. A little over 2 hours because I deliver the goods, baby. So tomorrow night we will see what the SAG, the money honey makes. we'll do a live. Well, one's already open. Let me see what this is worth. But, you know, here we go. To show you the other side of the coin. Here is one. This will be the only SAG check I show you tonight, because I want you guys to tune in tomorrow. Now, I just showed you $2,000 worth of checks, right? $0.07. How crazy is that? I got the money, honey. So that is the stream tonight. 007, baby. Hey, there would be people who would kill for that 7-cent check, because that would mean they are in the union, baby. So tomorrow night we'll open the rest of the SAG checks so you guys can get a real life of a comic. But now that you've seen the real money, now you know why I don't really care how many Patreon people I have. Brother. Now you know why, you know, yes, although I wish I had 1,000 subscribers on Patreon. I don't. I wish I had 1,900 people in here. I don't. But you know what? I can live. I got a big house on the big side of town. And it's the old saying in life, you like to hear someone's doing pretty good, but you don't want to hear they're doing better than you. Clip it, Doom.